So if you plan on hauling an RV, at what point should you opt for a dually? Let's talk about it. So I did a video a while back where I reviewed a 2018 Ram 3500 Limited with the 68 RFE transmission. It was a dually pickup truck, and because of the transmission and the gear ratio, it only had about a 17,000 pound maximum tow capability. I think some people got the impression from that video that I'm endorsing the 68 RFE as just as good as the Ison, and in no way am I saying that, so I want to clarify that real quick. The point of that video was basically to indicate that a truck equipped with the 68 RFE is not a bad truck, that it is not going to be the highest towing capacity truck available from Ram, but at the same time, if you were going to use it for basic or general towing, you know, anything under 10,000 pounds, you're probably going to be just fine with it. The reason why I got some flack from that video was because people were basically saying that I'm saying the Ison and the 68 RFE are equal, and that is absolutely not the case. Now, the truck I drove was a 2018 68 RFE equipped truck, and I've driven several 2017 and 18 Ison equipped vehicles, and to me they felt very similar. So I know some people say that they feel completely different, and again, that's not the case as well. I believe that if you are trying to compare a 68 RFE equipped truck that you've had for 5 or 6 years that you've used for heavy towing and you have, 40,000-50,000 miles on, it's gonna feel different, especially if it doesn't have the same gear ratio as a brand new truck. So there are some subtle differences though. When I drove the Ison equipped truck, the Ison equipped truck feels very solid. The transmission shifts very smoothly, and it gives you that instant gratification of planting torque down to the ground. I felt the same way, honestly, with the 68 RFE, but just a little less so. That was really it. It was very, very minor. However, I'll be the first one to admit that an Ison-equipped truck is going to be the one that you want to use for heavy towing, commercial use, or any type of over-the-road applications where you're constantly going to be loading your truck up with weight that's, say, over 8,000 to 10,000 pounds. It's going to be a more reliable transmission. It's also going to provide you a significantly higher towing capacity than that of a 68 RFE. So I just wanted to clarify that before we got started with the rest of the video. So all these trucks you see here are Tradesman Edition Rams. They're all dualies, and they all have the Ison transmission upgrade. These trucks are probably going to sell for the high 40s when everything is said and done. You'll generally see a sticker on the window indicating they're in the $52,000, $53,000 range. But after negotiation, you should be able to get just about any of these trucks for the high 40s. Anyways, guys, back to the topic. At what point should you say, I need a dually and not a single rear-wheel truck anymore? Dualies offer significant benefits, but at the same time, some drawbacks. Of course, one of the drawbacks is the width of the back fender. If you are concerned about maneuvering a truck this size, you need to keep that in mind, simply because the back fenders are going to protrude out about a foot further on each side, which could make parking or maneuvering tight parking areas or going through certain parking lots a little bit more difficult. So just keep that in mind. But generally, when compared to a crew cab single rear wheel truck with an 8-foot bed, you're going to see that there really aren't any other downfalls to them. They are really, really great trucks to own for multiple reasons, especially if you plan on towing a large travel trailer or fifth wheel. Now, one of the main reasons I said a large travel trailer is because the increased width across the back of the truck is going to give you more stability. At the same time, it's going to inherently fight sway. So overall, it's going to give you a more comfortable towing experience if you're towing a large travel trailer, especially travel trailers that approach that 8,000 to 12,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating. Also, the payload capacity on a dually truck is going to be significantly higher than that of a single rear-wheel truck. The problem with a lot of single rear-wheel trucks is that people think because it's a 3/4 ton or a 1 ton truck that it's automatically going to have a tremendous amount of payload capacity, and that's not always the case. Most configurations of 3/4 ton and 1 ton single rear wheel trucks are only going to have between about 2,200 and 3,300 pound payload capacity, depending on which cab configuration you get it with, as well as what bed length you get on it. Whereas most dually configuration packages, even with the crew cab and long bed, are generally going to be between about 4,500 and 5,500 pound payload capacity. Which means when you slap about 1,000 pounds, 1,500 pounds tongue weight on the back of one of these trucks, even without weight distribution, your truck is going to sit far more level than it would in a 3/4 ton or a 1-ton dual rear wheel truck, which really only has, again, about a 2,200 to about a 3,300 pound payload capacity. Also, dualies generally are going to have more of a rake to the front, which means the back's going to sit a little higher. How that can help you is when you load a large travel trailer on the back or a fifth wheel, it's going to level the ride out as opposed to causing the back of the truck to squat down. And that's going to benefit you with large travel trailers and fifth wheels as well. You know, one of the top questions that I generally get from viewers looking to buy a travel trailer or fifth wheel is what truck they should buy. So I'm going to throw out kind of my normal numbers that I like to throw out. If you're going to get a fifth wheel, and that fifth wheel is going to weigh over 11,000 pounds empty, or anywhere between 14 and 25,000 pounds loaded, if you are going to be hauling a travel trailer, and your travel trailer weighs anywhere around 10,000 pounds, gross vehicle weight rating, which is fully loaded, I would suggest a dually. Guys, ultimately, at the end of the day, the main reason to own a dually is the increased width of the back as well as the significantly greater payload capacity. Those two factors are tremendously valuable if you are hauling a large RV around. Even a smaller RV is going to tow better behind a larger truck like this. Something I get pestered about quite often is people who say, I don't need an F450 to tow my truck, that it's overkill for my specific application. And I will be the first one to agree with everyone. My truck can tow well over 30,000 pounds based on its rating. My trailer weighs 14,000 pounds. Why do I have an F450 when I really don't need something that large? The fact is, you should always have your truck spec'd out to go beyond what your trailer is, simply because you want that extra braking capability. You want to know that if you're towing under your weight class. Generally means you have the ability to stop something better that's much smaller. So that's something you always want to consider. It's always better from a towing perspective to have overkill with your tow vehicle than to just meet the capacity restraints of the truck or trailer combination based on ratings. Anyways, guys, this is always a requested topic, so I try to do a lot of videos on this. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment field below. Again, guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I will talk to you soon.